So I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw I was on some sort of list. So I clicked on it and this guy Dre was calling me out.
Popcorn Palace.
What? What about me? What about me?
These are all the channels dedicated to the hate of Meghan Markle on YouTube. And I don't.
What? Well, Dre's here. What's up, Dre? You ready to do this? I think we got to have a dialogue, my man.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signore, and I'm here with Prince Dre. How are you doing, Prince Dre?
How are you?
Did you give that title yourself? I'm just curious. Were you anointed? Okay, self-titled. Fair enough. Respect. Mm-hmm. I got to give Dre props. I'm going to give him props at the start of the show because I emailed him out of the blue after I saw this. He agreed to come on. I agreed not to edit our conversation. We agreed to not turn this into some weird debate, drama nonsense. He agreed to come on for a dialogue, and I respect you, sir, for coming into Popcorn Palace to have it. We'll see if I respect you at the end or if you respect me at the end. But I hope we can agree to disagree at least, because I'm all about civil dialogue. So agreed, we're cool to do this. Welcome to the show. I guess I have umbrage, man, because look, you listed a lot of my friends here. You listed me. And again, I mean, let's go through this. You list a lot of people.
Kinsey Schofield.
Kinsey, I know Kinsey. I know. These are all my buddies. Popcorn Palace.
Paula M's channel.
Taking a shot at her. Royal Secret. I actually don't know
Losing
them.
Communication.
I don't know them. I need to know some. You just give me a list of all the people I got to follow.
Building up our communication skills. POS.
Anyway, it's a long list, my man. And I don't think you even got Megan's Malls in there. HG Tutor. My girl Steph made the list.
The Sun.
Steph, you're on the list. Bravo, Steph. Royal Rogue. Oh, Jesus, you made it. I mean, for some of us, you got to understand, Dre, this is going to be like a badge of honor. The Sidley twins, we're all in this. But where it gets Taz, my girl Taz, Thomas Markle Jr., Sean Atwood, Royal. Anyway, here's where I take umbrage.
Dedicated to the hate of Meghan Markle on
channels
YouTube.
Dedicated to the hate of Meghan Markle. Now, I want to go hear from you. I want to make sure you've actually watched our channel. Why do you say that Popcorn Palace, I'm not going to lump us all in together, I'll be fair. Why are you coming out there and saying that Popcorn Palace is a channel dedicated to hate Meghan Markle?
What would you call it? Would you call it positivity?
I call it news. Entertainment sometimes. We have fun sometimes. We speculate on news. We always say when we speculate on news. So I'm curious, like, where do you get this idea that I hate Meghan Markle?
Do you don't think that you toe the line sometimes with potential very dangerous conspiracy theories around Meghan, which is hate-filled?
Name one.
The fake pregnancy is one of them.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You didn't necessarily, I would say this, you didn't necessarily say that you think that she faked her pregnancy. However, you hosted
so you watched several. You clearly watched.
I watched it. You hosted several people who believes those things, and then the examples that they gave you was and you didn't give any pushback.
What example? The fact that her belly moves around? You don't think her belly moves around? You don't think it's weird how that she can kneel down and her belly disappears? Have you had a pregnancy? Because I've had two. Have you experienced how a pregnant belly works?
I get it, but
whoa! I just want to acknowledge. Are you acknowledging? Because you said my evidence was faulty. Are you trying to tell me that pregnant bellies move that way?
Well, how did it move? That's what I'm saying.
Did you watch the evidence?
Let me finish. Wait. Because the only videos I've ever seen of her pregnant, or pictures I've seen of her, are these very grainy photos of someone who obviously has an agenda, who's edited the photos to justify their argument, and the parts where she squatted down. There's numerous pregnant women, especially if they're athletic, who can squat down and still have their bump out. Like, I don't understand how is this such a weird thing.
I disagree in that there's more than that. I'm happy to connect you to Megan's Mole. We can do a dialogue here together. She's lovely. But my point is, why won't you accept and listen to the evidence? You say she has a bias. I could say the same thing about you and looking at your videos. But before we get to that, we're talking about, I'm putting out conspiracy theories. This is a line of succession, Dre. It's a line of succession. And I've never tried to claim that these kids are fake or that they have robot kids. I've seen awful things out there that I've absolutely squashed. I do not encourage that. I never focus on the kids. I don't like people who focus on kids. It's not the kid's fault if something's going wrong. But I have to humor ideas and theories, and it's not far-fetched that they may have used a surrogate. And the reason that's news and the reason that's a problem is the line of succession. If it's a surrogate, the UK people should know, because the bloodline is a thing. Like, I'm not in the UK, but for people who are, I don't even know where you're from. Are you actually like part of the UK royal system?
No, I'm from.
But that's the point. For people who are, I've learned it is a big deal. And that's why, and I actually just had Meghan's mole on the other day to challenge her further about, why is this news? Why are we even talking about it? And it's about the succession. Like it or not, that's a valid concern for people. Do you not see that?
So has anyone checked that to verify that if she had a because if she had a what would be the problem if she did have a surrogacy? I mean, and everything that the palace,
the kids could not be in the line of succession.
But everything that the palace has leaked about her, okay,
but the palace would be in on it too, Dre. Just so we're clear, it's not even just and I've said that. My point is, you're coming at me like I'm a hate channel bringing things in, but I just would challenge you, like, whoa. Step back, because it's a fair argument, and I've challenged it. I had Meghan's mole on, and I challenged her. You clearly watched it, did I not?
It is a bunch of people who sat around and just all of a sudden, because she's not the only person that's a celebrity that's dealt with these type of conspiracy theories, but it seems to be that these conspiracy theories only happen with women of color. They did it with Beyonce, and now they're doing it with Meghan. This only happens with women of color. What would be the reason for Meghan?
I thought we were talking facts today. Now you're just going to bring racism into it. Now it's just suddenly about racism.
But wait, you can't have this conversation about Meghan without the topic of race. This has been the topic
because she's made it about it. Like, she was Irish.
Andy.
She was Irish before she met Harry.
And she's biracial.
She was from the Maldives before she met Harry.
Biracial.
Now she's from Nigeria? You don't doubt that she's from Nigeria? Come on.
Okay,
you don't think
Andy,
she's doing that for
Andy,
PR?
Let me ask you this, Andy. So you know our history in this country. She's black and white. There's only a few places that Black Americans originate from Africa. Most of the slave trade came from West Africa. So common sense would be that she's from Nigeria. What would be the reason for her to lie to say she's not from Nigeria? Like, she could say any other country.
What would be the reason to lie is because she's getting more fame and attention and support by being black now, when she wasn't getting that earlier on.
If she's not from Nigeria,
whoa. Let me answer it. I'm going to listen to you. Respect me. I'll respect you.
Go ahead.
When she was doing Suits, she considered herself white, which at the time in Hollywood was more easy. Hollywood shifted with diversity and became more exotic to be a person of color. It is a fact, Dre. It happens all over Hollywood. People are now putting on pronouns and doing things to get a leg up to take advantage of this. I don't know why you're shaking your head. It's a fact.
That's not true.
You asked why. That's why.
No, because that's not true that she identified as white when she was on Suits. She was the reason why they changed the character as a biracial person on Suits. And if you're referring to that CV, what is that CV? The CV of her apparently acknowledging that she was.
I'll concede. I'm not, because I like to be honest. I'll concede maybe during Suits that shifted. Let's go back to Deal or No Deal. Let's go back to before Suits, when she was an actress starring in Hollywood. That's when she was more white. That's just what I've seen and what she did. Now, I'm not trying to deny that she's never said she wasn't biracial. My point is, she never made that her identity. She used that later to excel. And the reason I'm saying that also is based on the numerous conversations I've had with private people who know her. And I've spoken to these people, Dre, you can believe me or not, but I have. A lot of people that she's ghosted and changed, she's used because she's a clout chaser. She rode a social ladder, multiple divorces, and men she's left. These are facts, dude. She always wound up her marriages with somebody else. And I'm not trying to say that to judge. You go, girl, get what you want, get your bag. But my point is, she's always used people and movements and power and things to level up her career. She has. Do you deny that?
I do.
Okay.
Because it's this thing, like the conversation with Meghan seems like it gets convoluted with people who either they're speculating or they have conspiracy theories, and then the conversation can never be actually really had because it's always mixed up with other things or what people may believe or what they or some they read on the internet. Like, I've heard this before where people felt like, oh, she's a clout chaser, But what clout? What clout did she get? She was on a TV show. She worked for the TV show. She worked hard to get to the TV show. And so therefore, because she interacted with people who have some sort of influence, that makes her a clout chaser. I mean, you
What
don't have the
clout
same
did
friends
she
that you
get?
had years ago.
I don't believe for a second she married Prince Harry out of love. That's just my opinion. Now, I don't have facts of that, obviously, so I'll admit that. That's my own opinion, right? At least I'll acknowledge that. She married Prince Harry because it was a prince. And I've talked to people behind the scenes who knew that she was what she was doing. And I've talked to people she's bailed on after that. She's bailed on a lot of friends, Dre. I don't know if you really have looked at the history of Meghan Markle and had the chance to speak to some of these people she's burned. Let's talk about race. Let's talk about Jessica Mulroney.
Wait.
Let's talk about Jessica Mulroney, who in the height of Black Lives Matter was being labeled a racist when she did nothing racist. And her friend, Meghan Markle, completely ghosted her and left her hanging because I can't be out there seen potentially defending a maybe racist, even though she wasn't.
So are you referring?
And completely ditched this woman. Completely ditched the one that was at the wedding and helped set them up.
You're saying that you've spoken with people close to Meghan, right?
Yes.
So I'm assuming that this is Jessica who has said this about her because you did a video.
Don't assume that. I have multiple sources, my man. Multiple sources.
So who would you be referring to?
I know that one's come out, right? She was canceled, and I made a video about that. And yes, I have spoken to Jessica. I've not hidden that, but I've never expressed what Jessica told me, nor will I ever without her blessing, nor will I ever reveal the sources I have. Just like I promise you, I'm a journalist. Whatever agreements we make, I will keep. But I'm just saying that because I'm not just doing this because I hate Meghan. That's where I'm trying to get to you, man. Look, I go to your channel right now. Is Kate the real yacht girl? I mean, you're doing the same shit on the other side, but trying to say that we're the biased ones. To imply that you don't have a bias against the other royal family. It's a complete joke, Dre.
Did you watch the video?
I started it because I wanted to see, why are you even making this implication? You want to be mad that we're making implications about Meghan, but then you're going to go to the other side and make them about Catherine.
Watch the video.
You're just as guilty as I am then, my man.
Because in the video, I'm not saying Kate's the yacht girl. When I'm mocking the fact that we can literally use these same arguments about Meghan that we can use about Meghan, we can use about Kate. And I'm just saying how ridiculous a lot of this is about.
Was Kate Middleton the real yacht girl and not Meghan?
She worked on the yacht.
That's not a grift. So how is what you're doing not the same as what I'm doing? Can we at least agree on that?
Because for one, I don't sit up and talk about Kate every single day.
You talk about you called, what was this last one I saw? Because to be honest, I haven't watched all the videos. What is this? How Prince William is dangerous. I did watch this one. Look at this. Look at this. He's dangerous and a liar.
He's a liar.
He is.
And very dangerous.
How do you know this? Oh, I know why, because I watched this one. Because Prince Harry told you this. You don't think Prince Harry's biased.
But you don't think William is biased.
William's not making the comments.
Like
Harry is.
We can literally play this whataboutism, and we can say the same arguments that you guys use against Meghan, we can literally use against William and Kate, and that's how ridiculous
you are.
All of
you're
this
doing
is.
the same thing, but you're trying to say that you're better than me.
I don't talk about William and Kate every day. You guys talk about
it's all
Meghan
over your. Anyway,
listen,
I love this. I love this conversation. Go ahead, say your thought.
You talk about Meghan. And all those other 26 channels that I named talk about Meghan every single day. For a woman that y'all say is irrelevant and
we talk about Catherine. We've talked about other stuff. I've had Lady C on. We've done other things. I'll agree. We talk about Harry. We talk about Harry a lot more than Meghan. But yeah,
so
when Meghan puts stuff,
you're telling me.
So are we supposed to not? Are we supposed to not report on Meghan? Like, what does that mean? Like, is Meghan not
That's
a
not what
big?
I'm saying.
Is she not a major public figure that warrants daily news? Are you saying that about her?
That's not what I'm saying.
So
first of all,
so I'm allowed to report on her daily, just like you do. You report on her daily too. But yours is positive.
You dance in conspiracy theories at times. You told the line.
So
you may not be the worst of the worst.
You just implied that Catherine's a yacht girl.
No, I did not. That's the thing you're assuming.
What is this thumbnail?
Because I'm saying how ridiculous all of this sounds. Because if you're saying that
that's not what I get from looking at this thumbnail, my man.
Meghan is a quote unquote yacht girl. Meghan never worked on a yacht. Kate has worked on a yacht. So are you going to say that Kate is a yacht girl?
So you're acknowledging it could be possible. Is that what justifies this thumbnail?
No. What I'm saying is it's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. All of it is stupid. You
Dude,
guys,
Meghan was a yacht girl. What are you smoking?
A yacht girl? What do you mean? You're implying that she was a person who paid or got paid for sex.
Well, I don't know if she got paid for sex. I don't. It all defines what our definition of yacht girl is, does it not? Because I didn't say that's what my definition of yacht girl was.
What is your definition?
A yacht girl is someone who hangs out with wealthy men. That's what a yacht girl is. Now, what they do in privacy is none of my damn business, to be honest. I don't care what any of these people do in privacy.
Where's the evidence that Meghan was hanging on yachts with
You don't
wealthy
think
men?
the royal family can scrub that? I mean, come on, man. Before she's even announced publicly, you don't think the firm is able to help scrub it? Or the people on the yacht that she's with don't want it scrubbed? This is not something that's easily public, man.
You're saying that the palace that has never defended Meghan, that has leaked countless times about Meghan, and Meghan has pretty much just called them a racist. You really think that they're going to sit up there and protect this woman?
Yes.
If they have some dirt like that about her?
They have. The bullying report is real. They can't release the bullying report.
What is the bullying report?
The bullying report of her staff that she was mean to. That is real. 100% real.
But we don't know the results. But
they don't release that because the royal family is not as vindictive as you claim they are, which you do daily on your videos because you do your own speculation. And look, we're not going to agree on this, obviously, and I respect the conversation. But what I'm frustrated with you about, man, you do the same thing on the other side. That's what I want you to acknowledge. You hate the others. Well, then, exactly. Then I don't hate Meghan. So we got to, thank you. You fell into my trap because you don't hate them just like I don't hate Meghan. We just disagree.
You talk about Meghan every day.
We just disagree, don't we?
You talk about Meghan.
Do I hate Meghan?
Day.
Do you hate the royal family?
No, I dislike
So I hate Meghan?
But wait, there's a difference. I don't talk about the royal family and I don't talk about William and Kate every single day.
Oh my God, semantics,
my
man.
Every day.
Dude, your channel talks about it enough. I'm scrolling through. I don't know enough, but literally tens of chat videos a month is enough. Daily, every 3 days. I don't give a shit. You talk about the royal family and you talk about Meghan and Harry and you defend Harry and Meghan, correct?
I defend them, yes, I do.
So do you hate the royal family?
No.
So why? How come when I do the same thing on the other side, I hate Meghan?
But the difference is I don't toe the line in conspiracy theories. That's the difference.
What? Again, I've already debunked that I've done that. I haven't. I had one on and I debunked the fact that there aren't real kids, but I acknowledged and admitted that the line of succession is fair, and that's a fair reason to ask if she had a surrogate. And I've said that's hard to believe because the royals would need to be in it. But if we don't have conversations about conspiracy,
call her a yacht girl. You just set up and call her a yacht girl.
I do. I've heard people have, again, let me put my speculation on. This whole conversation is our speculation and what we've talked to in our sources. But from my sources and my homework I've done, I do believe she was hanging out with wealthy people. I'm not implying she did it for sex. I'm not implying she did anything nefarious or salacious. But I'm saying she did hang out with wealthy people.
But that's what the job is. You know your audience. So you know when you say the yacht girl, you know what they're saying to them.
I can't control the audience. I'm talking but you're already moving the goalposts to say that I'm responsible for my audience when I'm very clear on what I say. You can't control your audience just like I can't control mine. The sugars
I can control my audience,
and would you agree that you have
my audience?
You have exactly. You have sugars, people in your crowd who support Meghan and Harry, who are vicious and awful. Correct?
Can we not use that word, the sugars?
Thank you. So you acknowledge you have people in your camp that are not good people, right?
I think that's with any type of fan base.
Thank you.
But
thank you, my
man. Compare. You can't compare.
You have a responsibility, Dre. All the sugars are listening to you. They're going to take this video about Catherine being a young girl. They're going to run with it.
The Meghan and Harry supporters, they have never attacked charities or people who's linked to Meghan and to Kate or William. Your people, your side, they attack charities that's attached to Meghan and Harry. They attack
my people. That sounds so racist.
Your audience. Come on now.
Are you racist? My people?
Don't do that.
What are you talking to my people?
Your audience. Don't do that.
My people are the ones causing this. Do you see what you did?
Don't do that, Andy. Don't do that, Andy.
Don't do what? That's what you do. You made this about race earlier when it has nothing to do with race. I don't care where she comes from.
Wait a minute. You're sitting up here telling me 2 days after Meghan and Harry's relationship was revealed, the UK press went on a week's worth of racist articles about Meghan. You're telling me those aren't racist?
Look, I don't know what they are. I need to see which ones you're talking about. I need to see which ones you're talking about.
Listen, Andy.
You need to tell me what you're talking about. I'm talking about me, my channel, and right now.
Let me say this, Andy.
I don't believe it's as racist as she is. Now, hold on. Do I believe she's faced racism? Of course. Yes, of course I do. But do I believe it's all she's faced? No. Do I believe every celebrity has faced racism? Yes. Yes.
Andy, I think the thing is, Andy, I don't know you as a person.
Has Beyonce faced racism, Dre?
I don't know you as a person.
Has Beyonce faced racism?
I don't know you as a person.
Has Beyonce faced racism? Is she mixed race?
We currently see that now. We see that now.
But my point is, does she go out, make it all the time? That's the excuse for everything that everyone hates Beyonce is because of that?
She just made a whole album. She just made a whole album based off her experience at the Country Music Awards.
Bravo. She's not whining about it, is she?
But no, the whole album was a reaction to her experiencing racism at the Country Music Awards.
Bravo to her. Good for her. She's not whining about it and making an excuse for why everyone hates her,
but wait a minute. Hold up, Andy.
Correct. She's not, though, right? Thank you for proving my point.
Andy, no. I don't agree with your point. My point is this. I don't know you as a person because I can't speak about you as a person. But I would have more respect for your content if you sat up there and actually sat down and look at all the sides. Because you're telling me, you're basing your stuff about what your people, what they send you stuff or whatever. But if you actually sat down and you actually looked at those beginning days, and I'm not even getting into the family aspect of it, the Markles, but if you actually sat down and look at what she was dealing with in the beginning years, before Oprah, before the Netflix, before all those things, I promise you, you will come out with a different perspective because you are listening to a bunch of people who have a total agenda against this woman for whatever reason. This hasn't just been going on since the Oprah interview. This has been going on for 8 years at this point, the social media side and the media side. So you can't sit up there and tell me that this is just a one-sided thing and it's just Meghan and Harry is just sitting up here just doing these things just because they're doing it. No, they're responding to a very abusive system that was targeted and for whatever reason. Now, you may not agree with that or not, but you can't sit up here and toe the line sometimes, but then you over here like, well, I don't really agree with some. No, you're playing both sides. And I feel like at some point you're going to have to sit up there and pick your side of where you're going to sit because you are sitting up here sitting with people who spread conspiracy theories with her all day. So either you believe the conspiracies or you don't.
I need to toe the line. I'm playing both sides. That's the same thing.
You need to stop towing the line.
Andy, you need to go back and look at it and be fair. Oh, but stop playing both sides. Make up your mind, dude. The reality is, I just listened to your whole diatribe. The reality is you don't know me, and I have done what you said. My opinion is different than yours. I have gone back and done the homework.
That's fine. That's
I'm an American who doesn't give a shit about the Royals. I never did, but now I've become invested and I do.
You don't have to like
and I've done my homework, and that's where my opinion comes from. My opinion is my channel. People subscribe to me for my voice just as they do for you. Stop telling others what to report. That's where your problem is, Dre.
But
and stop assuming. Whoa. Stop assuming. I listen to you. I listen to you, man.
Go ahead.
Stop assuming. I let you go for a while. I let you talk. Stop assuming that I'm picking sides. It's not about sides. It's about right and wrong. And I do not believe Harry and Meghan are being honest. I don't. And I've seen that through evidence.
You believe the royal family's being honest? You believe the royal family's being honest?
No, I've never said that, but I don't believe they're out there talking shit anymore. They're focused on actual issues and health issues, and they're not out there dropping stuff about Meghan and Harry.
Where's Meghan and Harry talking ish, as you say? Where are they talking ish yet?
They just went on a tour in Nigeria as royals, and they're not royals.
But wait, how is that?
Dude,
how is that?
That whole tour was blasphemous. We don't want to be working royals. We don't want to do the job. Oh, but we're going to go do it on our own time when it benefits us.
That's not what they said. They never said they didn't want to be working royals. And
they just didn't want to be working for the royal family, right? They want the perks without the challenge. Dude, I'd love to do parts of my job and not other parts of the job. That's not how life works. If you want to be a royal and walk around and be paraded by countries as a prince and blah, 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 you got to kind of do the rest of the royal shit. And I agree.
That's what they wanted to do.
I agree, it's not perfect. I've never said it was. But you're on here calling me a hate channel, saying I'm biased. I'm not picking my sides. Oh, but then you're not picking both sides. You're trying to play in both sides. You don't even make sense. Here's where we're gonna have to. Here's where I'm gonna put it because we're never gonna agree. And I'm gonna try to respect our difference of opinion. But I gotta point out, You are the exact opposite of me. You're doing the
I'm
same
not.
thing.
No, I'm not.
You are doing the same thing in support of Meghan because you believe her, whereas I'm doing the opposite because I don't believe her. That is the reality. I'm not saying hate.
I'm not.
I'm not saying anything else.
Totally different
you
people.
believe Meghan. I don't believe Meghan. That is the impasse. And what's frustrating is you can't even acknowledge the fact that I've invited you to my show to have the dialogue, to be open-minded, and you still are trying to label me a hater, a liar, blah, 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 blah.
What do you think?
Dude,
what are you
I don't know how
doing
to tell you otherwise. We just have to agree to disagree. And I think I'm not going to label you a hater. Don't label me a hater. Final thought.
Why don't you ever have the same energy for the royal family? Because you just said you don't think the royal family is being truthful about things. So won't you do videos about the stuff that they're not being truthful about?
I have. I got a deep shit through my audience when I called out the whole Catherine stuff.
Exactly.
I'm like, where is
you won't do it because it's your audience. You won't do it because it's your audience.
I did it, and they didn't like it, and I did it still. And I told my audience, go away if you don't like it. You clearly don't watch, so don't assume. I went up against it all. I said what's going on with Catherine. I said those Photoshop edits are ridiculously bad, Catherine. What the hell are you doing? Now we've learned, it's more serious and it makes more sense. But I absolutely called them out then. And in videos I've done, I've absolutely called out the fact that they would be equal. When I had Meghan's mole on, I said, well, the royal family would have to cover that up. That's pretty messed up. Could they even admit it at this point? I have, dude. So don't go out there making assumptions that I haven't. Deal?
You've done it once. You've done it once.
Are you that much of a regular watcher? Because that's not true. I've done it way more than once.
No, you can't compare. You're not the comparison between Meghan and the royal family. It's not even the same. And
dude, I don't live in the UK. I report on the Americans. You're right. I do report more on the Americans that put themselves out in the press often, who are allowed to be reported on.
The Royals put themselves out in the press often.
Dude, I don't live there. I don't care as much about the Royals as I just don't. I've never hid that. I'm not a royal. I'm an American. I report on it from my perspective, and people enjoy my takes.
You compare me to you, we're not equal. I don't sit with people who spread
I'll agree on that. I'll agree on that.
I don't sit with people who spread conspiracy theories. You do. And lies. You do. I don't sit with people who spread conspiracy theories.
Dude,
at all.
You're out there telling the base that Catherine could be a yacht girl. You're just not being honest.
Just to watch the video. You're trying to paint it in a certain way that is not even what it is.
You are trying to paint it. Did you make that thumbnail and title?
If you watch the video,
did you make that thumbnail and title?
What I was going with.
Did you make that thumbnail and title?
Just like, listen, you sit with people who spread conspiracy theories. I don't sit with people who spread conspiracy theories.
No, you peddle them yourself in a thumbnail, but then watch the video.
No, I don't. Watch the video. Play the video. Play the video.
It doesn't matter.
Because
whatever, you may be telling the truth, but I'm trying to point out the fact that the sugars will go in that. So you can't yell at me for fanning flames and then you aren't. They don't always watch the video, Dre. You know that. I know that. Be honest.
I do know that. But let me be honest with you, because even when I have tried to toe that line, because I was like, you know what, let me just do what everybody else is doing and try to get clickbait. I don't get any views for those at all. When I try to do clickbait stuff, I never get any views. And that's why I don't do it anymore, because for one, it's not who I am.
Thank you for admitting it's all about views. I appreciate that honesty. It's all about views for you. And your audience likes Meghan. My audience doesn't like Meghan. So because you have that opinion and you choose to do it for views, thank you for exposing that.
No. It's not about the views. It's not just about the views for me. It is about getting the truth out there. What I'm saying is,
you just said it was about the views, and I'm not going to lie. Of course, views are part of it, but I would never do a video just for views.
Andy.
I would be making up lies left and right if I wanted to be a millionaire. I don't.
Andy, you don't just do stuff for views.
No, I don't. That's totally unfair. I'm good at my job. My job makes me views because I've been doing this, dude, for like 15 years. I know how to get views, but I don't make videos that I don't believe in. That's the difference.
Andy, if that was the case, you wouldn't be sitting with the people who is spreading the worst parts of these conspiracy theories. If that was the case, you know that they bring a certain amount of audience.
I challenge you, Dre. I challenge you to a debate with Meghan's mole where I would moderate it. But see, right there, you lose. You won't even humor it. Call her out to her face. Have the conversation. I don't know if she'll do it.
Listen,
I don't know if she'll do it, but I'll ask her.
I said her on Twitter, but what is the point of talking to someone who first of all, don't even show their face? And second of all, what is the point of someone who's sitting up here talking about
because the sugars are vicious and she's got, family members, I imagine. I wouldn't blame her either with the theories she's putting out there. And the truth is,
wait a minute.
More and more people have come forward to me.
I've asked you not to do
Dre, I got to be honest. I got to be honest. I got to be careful.
Compare Meghan and Harry fans with the royal fans. Are you serious? The royal fans are the most they're the most dangerous parts of the fans when it comes to this royal stuff.
Dude, the Meghan and Harry fans tried to threaten John Lennon's son, and literally threaten him, which his father died
and
from.
And we can go through how many cases of the royal
But you keep talking about, these don't do that. You're just not, you don't speak in facts. You speak in generalities that aren't true. There's bad on both sides. There are. And the reality is, you won't have the debate. So therefore you lose. Meghan's mole, I don't always agree with Meghan's mole. But I've had the conversation, and I respect the fact that she had the conversation with me and debated me. And she's cool with it. We learn to agree to disagree on things. This implication that I platform people that are peddling things, it's not my responsibility to hold my audience. Everyone makes their own decision. I tell them how I feel. I make videos that I believe in. That's the best we can do. And it's not my responsibility what others say. And when I bring on someone like Meghan's Bowl, I'm allowed to challenge them, and I do, just like I did with you. And I appreciate you coming here. And I would argue it doesn't look good that you won't have that conversation with her. I don't know if she would, and I would say it doesn't look good for her either. But the more conversations we have, the better it is, and the more we stop making these assumptions about why we're making this content. I'm going to give you the final thought, and then I'll give you mine. Go ahead. Final thought, Dre.
There is really no final thought because I really don't feel like this is a conversation that you can just do in 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I appreciate you inviting me to come up. I mean, I think me and you have been the first on both sides to kind of have some sort of conversation like this. Because
dude, I'm open to doing it again. I think you're right. It's a longer conversation. That's and I'm always open. Hit me up. Fans, let us know if you want me to come on Dre's or talk back and forth. I look, in all seriousness, while I disagree and you clearly disagree with me, I agree with you. This is important, right? The more we can have dialogue and try to respect each other's viewpoints, the better. Because the reason I really wanted to reach out was to try to tell you, I don't hate Meghan Markle. I don't. I find her annoying. I'll admit that. And I think she makes bad decisions. And I don't think she's the perfect victim that you're claiming she is. I think she does that on purpose to get more cred. That's my belief. And that's what a lot of my audience believes.
And I don't think I don't think
your audience trusts you. And that's the line where our audiences connect and you make views
and I don't don't do what you do. I don't sit with conspiracy theories and liars.
No, you just imply maybe she could be a yacht girl, I guess, in the thumbnail. Watch the video and see if I tell you the truth. Click, get the views. Well, anyway, if you want to click, look, there it is. Prince Dre the Duke. Again, respect for coming on. Happy to do it again. Let's see how the fans react. What do you think? Be nice in the comments.
Your fans. They already know.
Hey, I'll come on yours. I will come on yours, man. If you want me to, ask me. I will come there. We can do a part 2 over there. I'm trying to be fair, man. I always try to be fair. More than a lot of people in my space. I'll acknowledge that. But I think it's important we have the dialogue.
And I think you need to reevaluate some of the people you have in your space.
Well, likewise. I mean, don't do clickbait like this and try to claim better than me. Right back at you.
It's not clickbait.
Right back at you. But we'll have to agree to disagree. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for alerts if you haven't already. Become part of this notification squad. Hit that thumbs up and leave me your thoughts down below. Again, respect to Dre for coming out. For real. Prince Dre, respect. Let's do it again sometime. What do you guys? Do you want us to do a round 2? It was pretty good. The royal debates with Dre. Maybe we can come up with a specific topic next time, and we can each bring our evidence, and we can be more specific. Because I feel like maybe both of us weren't as prepared, and if we came with a set topic, maybe that would be more interesting. If you're down to it, let me know, guys. What do you want to see? Let us know in the thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Palace.